10 Best Tourist Attractions in Istanbul, Turkey. 1. Hagia Sophia. The Hagia Sophia, Hagia Sophia in Turkish, was the emperor's swaggering statement to the world of the wealth and technical ability of his empire. Tradition maintained that the area surrounding the emperor's throne within the church was the official center of the world. Through its conversion to a mosque, after the Ottoman armies conquered Constantinople, to its further conversion into a museum in the 20th century and its reconversion back into a working mosque in 2020, the Hagia Sophia has remained one of Istanbul's most cherished landmarks. 2. Bosphorus Strait. For many visitors, a trip to Istanbul isn't complete without hopping aboard a Bosphorus excursion ferry and cruising the city's famed waterway, which connects the Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara. Istanbul's most iconic views are all from the water, and the Bosphorus excursion ferries are all about sitting back, relaxing, and taking in the scenery. The most famous ferry tour is the Long Bosphorus Tour, which heads from Eminönü ferry dock daily, all the way up the strait to the village and fortress at Anadolu Kavaji, near the northern mouth of the strait into the Black Sea. 3. Topkapi Palace Museum. First built by Mehmet the Conqueror in the 15th century, glorious Topkapi Palace, beside the Bosphorus, was where the sultans of the Ottoman Empire lived and ruled from. The vast complex is a dazzling display of Islamic art, with opulent courtyards lined with intricate hand-painted tilework, linking a warren of sumptuously decorated rooms, all bounded by battlemented walls and towers. Of the many highlights here, the most popular are the harem complex, where the sultan's many concubines and children would spend their days, the second court, where you can walk through the vast palace kitchens and stand in awe at the dazzling interior of the imperial council chamber, and the third court, which contained the sultan's private rooms. 4. The Blue Mosque. The Blue Mosque in Istanbul, also known by its official name, the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, Turkish, Sultan Ahmet Cami, is an Ottoman-era historical imperial mosque located in Istanbul, Turkey. A functioning mosque, it also attracts large numbers of tourist visitors. It was constructed between 1609 and 1616 during the rule of Ahmed I. Its cullier contains Ahmed's tomb, a madrasa and a hospice. Hand-painted blue tiles adorn the mosque's interior walls, and at night the mosque is bathed in blue as lights frame the mosque's 5 main domes, 6 minarets and 8 secondary domes. It sits next to the Hagia Sophia, the principal mosque of Istanbul until the Blue Mosque's construction and another popular tourist site. The Blue Mosque was included in the UNESCO World Heritage Site list in 1985 under the name of Historic Areas of Istanbul. 5. Cable car on Pierre Loti Hill. Ride the cable car or hike up to the hilltop of Pierre Loti Hill, from where the views span the islands and bridges of the Golden Horn. After admiring the view from the observation deck, take some time to walk around the hilltop Eyüp Cemetery, where Ottoman-era sultans and writers such as Mehmed Celebi and Mahmud Aga are buried. End your visit with a coffee or nargile, hookah, at the Pierre Loti Café with a view along the riverfront. 6. Basilica Cistern. The Basilica Cistern, or Cisterna Basilica, is the largest of several hundred ancient cisterns that lie beneath the city of Istanbul, Turkey. The cistern, located 150 meters, 490 feet, southwest of the Hagia Sophia on the historical peninsula of Sarayburnú, was built in the 6th century during the reign of Byzantine Emperor Justinian I. Today it is kept with little water, for public access inside the space. The Basilica Cistern is one of Istanbul's most surprising tourist attractions. This huge, palace-like underground hall, supported by 336 columns in 12 rows, once stored the imperial water supply for the Byzantine emperors. A visit here is very atmospheric with the columns beautifully lit and the soft, steady trickle of water all around you. 7. The Grand Bazaar. The Grand Bazaar in Istanbul is one of the largest and oldest covered markets in the world, with 61 covered streets and over 4,000 shops on a total area of 30,700 square meters, attracting between 250,000 and 400,000 visitors daily. In 2014, it was listed number 1 among the world's most visited tourist attractions with 91,250,000 annual visitors. The Grand Bazaar at Istanbul is often regarded as one of the first shopping malls of the world. 8. Golden Horn. The Golden Horn, Halig, is an inlet of the Bosphorus with 2 rivers draining into it at the far end. It is considered to be the world's largest natural harbor and separates the European shore of Istanbul into 2. The best places to observe the Golden Horn's activity and grace are the Galata Bridge if you want ringside seats, and the Topkapi Palace or Pierre Loti Café if you prefer a bird's-eye view. 9. Dolmabahce Palace. Built in an opulent European style, Dolmabahce Palace, Dolmabahce Sarai, was the home of the Ottoman sultans in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, before the fall of the empire. The giant crystal chandeliers, marble staircases, and lush carpets that adorn the interior reflect the shift toward Istanbul's more European way of thinking. Built by Sultan Abdülmecid I in 1854, it replaced Topkapi Palace as the main residence of the sultans. Dolmabahce Palace was also used as an official residence during the founding years of the Turkish Republic, and Ataturk, the founder of modern Turkey, died here in 1938. The formal gardens are punctuated with fountains, ornamental basins, and blooming flower beds. 10. Yedikule Fortress. Although it's a bit of a schlep on the suburban train to get out to Yedikule, Castle of the Seven Towers, this commanding fortress is well worth it. Built in the 5th century by the Emperor Theodosius II, the fortress made up the southern section of Constantinople's defensive walls. The Mammoth Arch, blocked up in the late Byzantine period, was known as Porta Aurea, Golden Gate, with doors plated in gold. When the Ottomans conquered the city, they used the fortress for defense, and later as a prison and execution place.